Partner with your destiny. Earlier on tonight, I was at a poetry group, and the journey to that poetry group began on Monday when I had been out for a number of early appointments. It was time for me to go home. I was so in need of going home because I was so tired, hadn't been sleeping very well the night before, but it had been on my list to try and get into some local libraries, including my closest, in order to ask them about how do I get my audiobook into their library, because it's available for libraries to purchase for loan. Everything in me just wanted to go home, and I almost did. But I was getting closer and closer, and I was like, Janice, you're going to go past it. Come on, just go in. So I took my tired self into the library. First person I spoke to was one of the senior librarians. I explained who I was. I have this audiobook. I just wanted to find out maybe if anyone would be interested. You know, I'm a local person. And they were like, oh my goodness, I'm sure. And you know what? Your timing is like just right. And as they said it, out of the corner of my eye, I glimpsed a flyer that said poetry workshops. And then they said, we're having these. We haven't had these in so long, and we're starting them up this week for the next 4 months. Maybe you could do something. Maybe you could be involved. And then I was like, that would be so cool. And then they went on to say, so I'd have to talk to my manager about the whole audiobook thing. And can you get a contact? I was like, okay, here's my contact details and stuff. Getting ready to go. And they were like, hold on, just wait 1 minute. They went on their system and they were like, my manager is going to be here in 7 minutes. Why don't you just wait and you can talk to them? So I wait. Somebody tried to chat me up in the meantime. Anyway, digress. The manager comes. I have a really cool conversation with the manager. They're going to check some stuff out for me, because in terms of getting the audiobook, it's not something they do on an individual library basis. But if I'm a local person and I have copies of my actual book, physical book copies, they are totally open to purchasing some of the books in order to put them in for loan. And then she's like, did you hear about the poetry workshop? About the group? Maybe you can do some stuff. And particularly if you're doing stuff with us, man, you know, we can support you. We'd want to do that. I'm like, what is this? God, oh God, as some people would say. So I totally believe in divine destiny, steps being ordered. Some people might prefer to call it being in alignment and stuff. In fact, the senior librarian said to me, you know what? Thank the sun that it brought you in today, because they were the one that clocked me like, this is timing. But if I had gone home, as valid as it would have been, because people, my sleep is whack right now, and I was crawling to get home. But if I hadn't gone in, maybe I wouldn't have spoken to that senior librarian. Maybe I wouldn't have seen the manager that day. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe that if there is a divine plan for you, it is going to happen. But it may not happen at the time it could have happened. And so I'm saying, partner with your destiny. If there is a time when you can actually just pop into that place because you are passing, as tired as you may be, if there is that phone call that you could make, if there is that person you could speak to, or that person that you could support in something, partner with your destiny. A little thought. Sorry, couldn't keep it short.